Hello, hi there. How are you guys? Oh gosh, I've worked on this channel all day because tomorrow I'm having to go and stand on the desk at my doctor's surgery. I think something that I need to do to make a point. I feel to make a point here. So, hi everyone, and just neatening my hair up as I normally do. I'm sure it looks okay. So, welcome, and I wanted to do this live show. I hope people are around. Maybe not. Maybe you're not around at this time. I don't know. But I've got these heavy specs on, but you know, I'm comfortable with these, okay. They don't fall off, and that's the main thing. They don't fall off, they stay on. And they're functional, so that's fine, okay. Well, where do we take this? Well, I want to wait until we get a few more people on here live first, okay. I've done so many readings today. I think I've done Gemini, Libra. I've done a daily read. So what I will do is a daily read for this YouTube channel. Let me just say that a daily read is whenever you feel attracted to this reading, that this is the daily read. This is the daily read specifically for you. So it doesn't matter what day it is. So I am drawn to, what am I drawn to here? Oh, whatever I'm drawn to, it always comes out really kind of deep. So I'm going to go for this deck here, which is the Renaissance deck. Okay. So while we're waiting for people to come, guys, let's have a look at this Renaissance here deck. I'm not even sure whether we'll get many people, but before we get onto the topic, if you're coming on catch up and you just want to get straight to that topic there, then fast forward this for like 5-10 minutes and then it'll be there, okay. If you kind of get frustrated by these daily readings. So let's have a look at the daily read here for whenever you're attracted to this. Doesn't matter what day it is. Somebody might say, you've already done a daily reading on Patreon. So that's strange, isn't it? Well, it all depends when you're attracted to this daily read. So let's have a look at the daily read, 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 daily read for today. I think that should bring in some energies, don't you? And somebody's just gone, so they're not happy with it. Okay, yeah, this is nothing new. Somebody watching you, okay. A hater. And now I get like the Knave of Swords, pretty respectable person, but it's in reverse. So this is not. This person hates. He's a hater. I think this is what this is. Okay. So the daily read for today, you're being spied on because you escaped, okay? You escaped, and they think, well, I don't like it because you escaped. So now I'm watching you as like an enemy. Sorry about the dog in the background. So I get the Knave of Wands, and the Knave of Wands, everybody's childish here. We've got the Knave of Swords, which is like the Page, and the Page of Wands. So everybody's pretty childish here. Yeah, I get immature people around you. Well, you don't need this. I think this is why these people are not in your life anymore. Because, you know, they wear dresses and they're men. And, you know, they wear dresses and and wear tights. So it's no wonder these people are not in your life anymore. And I'm not making a joke of this because I'm trying to make light of this, okay? It's not real. These people are spying on you. What for? What for? Because it's never going to come to reality. It's never going to come to fruition. So you can wear your skirts and your tights as much as you like, you know, in that secret closet of yours. So I get here, yeah, it's fantasy. Well, they would like to. They would like to. But they're not going to. Okay, wow. Well, they would like to, but they're not going to. It's all just fantasy. You know, they may sit there, God knows what they're doing here. Yeah, I've been working hard today on these channels, so I hope you appreciate it. Hello, Debbie said, how are you? So I get somebody here. It's a ritual. Wow, I don't like the sound of that. I wouldn't like somebody watching me while I'm on YouTube, you know, with a boner on kind of thing. I shouldn't have said that. That's rude. And that kind of thing. I'd find that a bit kind of weird and offensive, but I can't stop this. But I do get like a ritual. Okay, thank you so much for your donation. Do you know you're the only person that donates on here, Elaine? Thank you. You know, you're a regular donor, and I appreciate it, Elaine. I appreciate it. You're always there with your donation. Thank you, and I really appreciate you. Thank you. This is a ritual where this person watches you, whether it's on YouTube, like me, and whether it's on Facebook, okay. And I have to say, Elaine, you do rock, because every time I switch it on, you give me a little donation, which is, I really appreciate you, Elaine. Thank you so much. It's lovely. Thank you. So I get here, this is a ritual, or arrival, or a ritual. You know, they can sit there behind that screen. They can sit there with their boner on and they can spy as much as they like, but they're not going to get anywhere near you, guys. Anywhere near you. I get depraved kind of a man here. Now, I'm not saying you've got a pervert, but I think we've all got these closet people. Okay, that's fine, Elaine. Do you know what? Thank you so much. You know, you always do. You know, you do your little donations, and you do support my channel, and you know, you take it seriously, and I really appreciate it, Elaine. I really do, because this is a donation channel. It is so, and it's better if you can. Thank you. It's better if you can. If you do. Oh, what's happened there, Shanley? You like zeros, Shanley. You like zeros. Okay, we get that. Okay, is that okay? Does that mean I don't know. It looks like you like zeros on there. Okay. So I just have to say, it's better if you can do it through PayPal, because they take a cut of that, and I probably get $1. But anyway, never mind. But it's nice. Thank you. It's a lovely thought, Elaine. I love you for that. Okay, I do. And I love you too, Shanley. Let's get along with this. We've got some crazy person here now. Daily read, sitting behind that computer, watching you on Facebook or wherever you are, just being you, and this person is sitting there watching you alone, the hermit. Okay, wow, this is really kind of creepy, isn't it, guys? Yeah. You know, you bring whoever this is, you bring them happiness, or you did bring them happiness at some point, and they can't forget this happiness. You know, the Sun card. They can't. They may be an ex-lover. Look. And they can't forget this happiness that you brought them, the Sun card, and they're alone watching you. You know, it's always after the event, isn't it? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have triangulated like that. Maybe I shouldn't have cheated. That's okay. You just went a bit mad there, Shanalee. Don't worry about it. We're all a bit mad on here anyway. So maybe you just wanted to fill up the screen there, okay? So make it look, I've got lots of people making messages. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Shanalee. Now, this person saw you as like the Queen of Chalices, who's very sensitive, very loving, very attentive, but you know that kind of, you're so loving, attentive, and you give your best because you see, you're the type of person that gives investment into situations and love, and this person just didn't appreciate it at the time, and now he's sat there lonely, getting a boner on and watching you, okay, which is creepy. And you know, if that's how they feel, get turned on, then that's their prerogative. It's up to them, okay? It's up to them. Now, this person does not do traditional. They can't do traditional. They have to do it a weird way. Wow. Yeah, do I really want to read this? Not really. Lots of childish people here. And I think you've made your judgment. And they know that you've made your judgment of them. They know that you've made your judgment of them. And all they can do now is watch. You've made your judgment that this person's a total time waster. I get here, you know, wasting your time. You know, don't come here, you're wasting time. You're wasting my oxygen, so that kind of thing. So I get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is a time waster. Oh, God. A time waster, guys. A damn time waster. And a pervert as well as this. Oh my, and you made a judgment. I'm not sure. I'm pretty much sure that you've made a judgment on this time waster. And they feel, oh, I've lost my chance here, but they cannot be traditional. They don't like traditional marriages, how to treat a woman, okay. They see you as this businesswoman. Wow. This, I hope nobody's watching me. I'm sure they are because I'm YouTube. And they feel like there's hope. Oh, they feel like there's hope, guys. Oh, I can get with this person. I just need to know how to worm my way back in here, okay? Yeah, this person regrets what they did. Whatever they did, they regret what they did. Okay. They caused you difficulties constantly, but they regret what they did. And I'm going to leave it there. So somebody's spying on you. Some creepy pervert is looking at your Instagram or your Twitter or that kind of thing. It's a bit of a time waster. Because you know you don't want a relationship. You know that that this person that you're spying on is some kind of serious kind of person, and they're looking for a marriage or they're looking for a relationship. So you've got no chance. You've got no chance. and keep watching with your boner. Okay, you've got no chance. Okay, guys. What's going on here with, let's get on to the topic, because we've got a few people, not many people, only a handful of people, but it's still early in the US, and you've had that tornado, which is horrendous there in Florida, and that's where we plan to go for the retreats, if I can get enough people together. Florida, is there any Florida left? You know, we may have to change location if there's no Florida left. Okay, so let's get along with the topic about Harry. And what was the topic? And can somebody give me the title again before I've forgotten? Again, it's the hormone thing. Yeah, this Brexit thing. I will cover that too. It's 12:35 there in wherever you are, Channelie. That's early, isn't it? You see, after this, I'll be going to bed because I've got to get up early tomorrow. And I have to say, guys, tomorrow I'm not going to be putting any uploads up tomorrow. I think this will be the last one, and I may get another one up onto Patreon before I go to bed. But I've worked hard today. Harry on a jet plane, and oh yeah, that song, isn't it? Harry on a jet plane, I'm not going to come back again. Okay. I'm talking about, what do you think I'm talking about here? Any guesses? Let me, let's have a quiz here. What do you think I'm actually talking about here when I talk about Harry on a jet plane? Okay, Florida will still be there, but would love Vegas. I'm kind of a bit worried about choosing Florida, not because of the hurricanes, because they'll probably be putting everything back together. So we'll have to re-look at that. Okay. Their trip to, okay, anybody got any guesses? Their trip to Africa? Okay, well, there is this Travelist launching this Travelist, yeah, which is, I don't know, this, they have appointed, I'm going to see his business deal. I think you're right there, Debbie said. You're intuitive, aren't you? It is the business deal that what I'm talking about here. There is this Travelist launching here, but it's also taking on this PR man for the launching of this in America, of what I'm understanding. Yeah, what I'm understanding here is what I'm asking here is, why are they launching this business thing, this PR as well, in America? Yeah, that happens to be living in England. Yeah, they've appointed somebody, this PR fella, called, is it Sunshine Sachs or something? Or it's a company, the Sunshine Sachs, to rehabilitate themselves in the US. Okay. To rehabilitate themselves over the US. Why are they doing that? And that's what I wanted to look into, because obviously their reputation, I feel, in the UK, they can't take this UK anymore. And I've said before that, Meghan is celebrity, isn't she? Hollywood, lifestyle, jet setting, all over the place, like Epstein lifestyle. That's what she wants, is jetting here, jetting there, and a lavish lifestyle. She didn't kind of invest into something. The royal family, who are very frugal, she didn't invest in that, did she? I don't understand why the Queen is allowing them to go rogue. This is going rogue, guys, to establish themselves back into, or their brand into the USA. Okay, they want to get away from England, not being treated right in England. You know, I thought English people were so sweet and lovely. You know, we're not easy walkovers. We're not doormats. We're not doormats, Meghan, and I think you've learned that. We're not just going to hand over our money to you guys to go and pay for private jet, private jet, private jet, private jet. Although some of these private jets were not, or so they said, they didn't pay for. Harry is failing, isn't he? He's failing miserably. He keeps doing things wrong. I mean, he's flying all over the place here. You know, all these carbon emissions in the sky. Haven't we got enough carbon emissions in the sky? I think we will eventually have to look at boats. Boats, guys, run by electricity or something like that, that's generated on board of the boats. We will have to, if we want to get rid of carbon emissions, because it's the aviation that are causing the most damage. I think if we want to get rid of that, we will have to go back to, what did we have before we had aviation? What did we have? Well, we had, we could have electric aeroplanes. I don't know how that would work. But I think the cleanest way, and they would have to be so strict if they want to go back to the waters and have these huge boats, you know, that's going to take days to get to. You know, let's have a look at another way to have vacations. Let's go by boat instead. Natural energies. I mean, if they really want to clear out the carbon emissions, they should, you know, that they should be thinking about that. They should be thinking about that. Ships cause problems too. Yeah, they throw things overboard. Well, they would have to be strict rules, I feel. Very strict rules too. So they don't put garbage into the sea, you know, can't, you know, that. But I feel there's a way through wind power, to create, regenerate the power to actually power the boats. I feel this intuitively, that they can actually invent something like that. If they've not invented it, this is a great idea. Okay. Having these boats that generate their own power as they go along. Natural source of power. And and electric cars. I think, you know, one of the things that has to do, you know, this will put a lot of these businesses out of business. But if aviation, you know, these airlines are going to lose a lot of business, they ought to start thinking, well, we need to build a boat that is going to be an alternative way to go on vacation. And make it affordable. So people can do this, and it's going to prevent emissions. I see this in the future. I see natural sources of ways of traveling. And like I said, what did we have before the actual aeroplanes? You know, what did we have before aeroplane power? what did we have? Well, we had boats, didn't we? We had ships, boats. And I'm not talking about ships that take coal and pump out all that smoke. I'm talking about, okay, somebody's deleting messages. Well, I'm sorry. Please be careful who you delete. Okay. So, yeah, well, I have had some, I think I've had to clean up my computer today. I've had to put heavy duty cleanup on my computer because I think I've been hacked. Because I tried to do some filming, and on my camera where it's the software, it says, I'm sorry, there's another device using this device. You're not allowed to use it. I thought, oh, okay, I've been hacked a little bit here. So I gave it a clean up because I've got this really strong this really strong software that goes into every nook and cranny that cleans up the computer. I did that and it's fine now. So I'll do that on a daily basis. I don't know about the getting into my system and actually deleting people. I don't know about that. Okay. But I don't know what it is about my channel, but I've had problems recently. Okay, so let's keep an eye on the deleted comments. There's not an awful lot I can do if somebody's hacked into that. I really don't. It's YouTube. YouTube need to get this sorted. Can't have people getting into your system and doing this. It's not on. Okay. Some people see it as like a little bit of a game. Like I said, if you've on Patreon and you've seen the recent upload that I did about myself, then you'll know what problems that I've had. So let's continue with this, because I do predict that they will go back to the waters to get natural power. Or there will be, I don't know about invention of electric, certainly self kind of powering kind of boats, wind power in the future. I feel aeroplanes are going to start to be, we're going to lose our planet if we keep having these aeroplanes, basically. If I was the royal family, I would book tours by having a boat. And the boat has got to be like electric, and they've got to show that they are not going to travel the world by air, because there's too many carbon emissions. Okay, well, there is this launch of Travelist. But I do get that, there is this, I feel the British public are very tired of them. They're tired of Harry keep putting his foot in it. Having these lavish kind of jet journeys and then representing the climate change. It's not a way to do it. In fact, if I was the Prince Harry, I don't care how long it would take me to travel. I would go by boat and make sure that the carbon emissions are absolutely zero. So, okay, so let's have a look at this subject here. Now we've got this sunshine sacks here to rehabilitate in the US these PR people, and what they will do is raise their reputation. So obviously their reputation is quite low in the UK. So why are they doing this? Why are they, why are they establishing themselves in the US when they actually live in the UK? Anybody got any ideas there? Well, I think the UK have not made them very popular. I think they didn't like the way Meghan was, splashing the cash here, splashing the cash there, and being nasty to Kate and all that kind of thing. Who does she think she is? So they keep putting their foot in it. I think they continue to put their foot in it. Are they stupid? Because I have to say that they are representatives of the planet, saving the planet, and there they go. They just stroll onto a jet plane which has high emissions, and off they go in this jet plane. How are they supposed to be representing saving the planet? I think they keep putting themselves in this. If he turned around and said, like a serious guy, look, I'm really, really concerned about the planet, and I'm concerned about and all of this, and I'm going to, from now on, we're going to sail. We're going to take a boat, and we're going to sail to certain places, even if it takes us 2 days or a week. I mean, what did they do? Before aeroplanes came, the royal family went by boat, didn't they? The Queen went by boat on a tour. They took this yacht, although this yacht would have been also kicking out emissions into the sea. But I feel they can design boats in a very efficient kind of renewable, recycling kind of energy-wise. So I think he's becoming a master of putting his foot in it. Yeah, hypocritical. And I'm not going to go through that story because we know the story. It's been all over the place. But also, I'm going to shout this out because I got this premonition right, which is they're going to LA, and why they've taken on this Sunshine Sachs here to be a PR person who is based in the USA. Yeah, it's registered in Arizona. The directors. Yeah. So why are they actually doing this? Because is it because they are planning to move over, make their base in the US? But the Queen is now allowing them to go rogue. Is that what's happening here? So let's have a look. Why are they setting up this Sunshine Hacks, Sunshine Sachs in and this rehabilitation of the PR people here to rebuild their reputation? That's what I'm getting here, to rebuild their reputation. Are they going to? Is this because they don't like England? Their popularity is zero. Why is it zero? Why is it zero? Yeah, she does want to move. Oh, well, this relationship between the UK, England, and Meghan has actually broken down. Okay. This reputation. So this is one of the reasons they've taken on these people. No matter what we do, our reputation is destroyed in England. So there is a dispute over this. There's a dispute, and the dispute is, well, they didn't like the way that Meghan was dragging Harry around, like some kind of slave. English people didn't like this American woman, this actress, coming into the royal family and bossing everybody around here. Then there was suspicions about her. Suspicions. This is what this card means here. Suspicions. Then there was suspicions about her because she was bossing everyone around. And the English public had suspicions over her because she's got this murky past. And then we get the Magician card. So we have the the English people feel that she is a trickster, a magician. No, not many people like her in the UK, and this has failed basically here in the UK. So, and there are also talks here with Elton John. I feel there was talks. There's like a gathering or something, and they said, well, the English people just don't seem to like Meghan, and it's like he stuck up for them both, saying, leave them alone, leave them alone. But you also give them advice: go where you feel most happiest, go where you feel the most happiest, because I think Elton John's got some kind of Spanish kind of pad house. I think there was an advice there: go where you feel you're most happiest. That's what I would advise you to do, which is a great idea. You don't have to, not with that kind of money, you don't have to stay somewhere that you don't like, that you feel uncomfortable, that you can't even walk out of the door without people being worried. Okay, so I think this is a decision. I think after this kind of meeting with Elton John, so can somebody take off, please, that genius expert? Please, I think that's a troll. So I just have to say that I actually feel that she's a trickster, and there are regrets. There are regrets here with this card. There's regrets. And she felt that coming over to the United Kingdom, she felt that people would love her and love her and oh. Well, Genius, you're actually bitter and twisted. So I'm going to block you, okay, because you're disgusting. We don't want that, okay. So I get here the Six of Swords. Meghan felt this trip coming to the UK would be actually that she would be accepted. And also, well, the wedding went really, really, really well, okay. And I get here that the King of Chalices, Harry was quite shocked in the way that she was treated. And Harry's had girlfriends before that have been commoners. Absolutely. So he didn't. He was like, why don't you just accept her? Yeah. Why don't you just accept her? Yeah. So let's have a look here. So I get that Harry, they both thought that they were going to be accepted, but I think with her past being absolutely deplorable, I think that was found out. I think they're not happy. I get they're not happy. Let's forget about the public, okay. Generally in the UK, the public do not like Meghan, and a lot of people love Meghan in the USA, more so than in the UK. And I get the Sun card. I get here that this advice: go where you're the most happiest, where you'll be happy. And Meghan has been very upset by all of this. And I get the Sun card. So they do want to be happy. They do want to go where they will be happy. But they don't accept anything, the advice that Charles gives them, this Herefordshire house, this manor house, or whatever it is. They don't accept gifts because they're also suspicious about it. So they're going to sacrifice the UK. They're going to sacrifice the UK. Now, I did predict this. If you remember, I predicted that they will go to the US. It all depends how the Queen is going to. I just feel there is this energy of just go where you're happiest, where you feel happiest, okay? I think they are going to go to America. Well, I don't feel there's any choice because Meghan just wants to go back to the United States. And she's pretty excited about this because she feels she's going to get pretty much the three of wands. It's like it's another challenge, and we can start again, put roots down in the US, and go from there. I also do get here, it's a big mistake. The royal family and Harry is one big hell of a big mistake for Meghan. Yeah, I don't know what she expected. She expected to be put up there on a pedestal and be able to talk about politics, and it's not like that. It's not like that, okay? So yeah, she wants to take her family back to America, and they are willing to work hard. You see the stepping stones there. This was stepping stones for Meghan. Now, coming to the UK was testing this out, but it's not worked. It's stepping stones. It's stepping stones. She is just out for her own success. If she was wanting to be part of the royal family, there's no way she would take on this guru here to set up a launch here in the US. No way. If she was really, truly, utterly into wanting to be a member of the royal family, she would want to stay in the UK. She would want to set up home in Frogmore Cottage. They would accept that gift from Prince Charles, which is in Herefordshire. There's a big house there that they've been gifted, as well as Frogmore Cottage. They would say, yes, thank you so much. And that's just be a privilege to take something on like that. Amazing. But not Meghan, because she likes the celebrity lifestyle, and she likes that Hollywood set and all of that kind of thing. She wouldn't be able to have that if she became a proper royal person. They would stop that. They don't want celebrities walking in freely in the gates and all these cameras and all that kind of thing. Being in the royal family is being in the royal family, and that's it. It's a fishbowl. It's a fishbowl and nobody else. So what this is about, this reading, is pretty much what I predicted a long time ago. They're looking at properties in a great big, like I picked up, do you remember, in that reading? I didn't even look back at that reading. I can't remember which one it was, but I get a ranch kind of style house, a great big ranch. You go down this drive and you're driving for miles, maybe 2 or 3 miles before you can get to the property. And that's how far it is off the road. There is this, like, she likes celebrities. Her dream was to become an A-lister, and she was having to give all that up to be a royal. I mean, isn't that not good enough, being a member of the royal family? Yeah, I mentioned Malibu. Yeah, I get Malibu. So maybe they said to Charles, "Thank you for the gift, but we'll take the money instead. We'll take the money instead to pay for this property in Malibu." I get a ranch-style house, quite set right off the road. You can't even see it. Okay, horses, taking their horses there, and all that kind of thing. Because Harry is failing in the UK badly. Every time he does something, it's in the newspapers. And I think they are looking at wanting privacy. And this is another excuse. We want privacy. We want private life. Well, you're a royal member of the family. You don't get a private life. So now this is what they're looking at. This is what this is all leading to. Okay. They've been working on this. Since I feel they've been working on this right from the time they got married, in all honesty, to go back. So they're looking at launching themselves in America, guys, because we don't want them here. We don't want them spending our money on this ridiculous couple. So they're looking at launching themselves in America, and they've employed this person who will build their reputation back up in America. As what I predict is because they're moving there. They're moving there. I also predicted at the time that they want to bring Archie up as a globalist. That's another stupid idea. They want to bring him up like a globalist. So he's not British, he's not American, he's global. I mean, yeah, okay, that's fine. So the schooling, I even feel that Eton will not be the right place for Archie. It's going to be no boarding schools for Archie. Absolutely not. I actually see an American private school. I see sometimes that they wear dinner jackets, and I don't know if you know of a school like this. They wear white dicky bows. I don't know. This is what's coming through. I get like a white dicky bow. I don't know the private schools in America. They do wear a bit like Eton, but in America, yeah, they still kind of wear posh clothes for dinner and stuff like that. I don't know. Not Harvard, because that's a college. I get like a school, a white. I don't know. Maybe in England, it's anywhere in England wears a white dicky bow at some point at lunchtime, dinner times, that kind of thing. Okay. Just reading your comments. Debbie Pop, hi there. is not liked in England. The celebrities in the USA, well, to the British people, they're seen as a bit of a joke, because British people like to see people who are royal, who act like royals, who look like royals, like William and Kate, who behave like royals, like Princess Anne, and that kind of. We don't, that's why we've not liked them. Because she's just wanted to. I mean, look at that fashion show where she stood up. She just came to that fashion show, and she stood there with that fake belly on, and she stood there and she just stood and took over the show. You see, British people don't like that. They don't like it, and we find it vulgar. Okay, so yeah, like is not liked in England. The celebrities in the USA only want to be associated with with the important royals. However, if they leave the royal family, they will have. Oh, they won't leave the royal family. They'll still be able. They'll still have some ties. They'll just go to America for the majority, like maybe four months of the year or something. The rest will be on tour. They'll spend maybe 2 months in Frogmore. And then, then they'll have done their duty. They'll take the money and they'll go. Yeah, I feel that she just wants to get back to America and where her friends can drive to, where they can come in their helicopters and land, having privacy, have their friends there, have parties without anybody nosying. Okay. OG Mama. Okay. I love the British. My ancestry is solid British. Yeah. I know. I know you are in America. I resent the way Meghan again has disrespected the British and the monarchy. I don't know if she did it deliberately. I think she just wanted to be a celebrity, and that's vulgar. Let me look at it this way. Okay, I know you guys in America, your history descends right back to here in England and Africa, for some of you, African American, maybe half and half, and also in Ireland. And I went to visit Oxford 3 days ago, and I was looking around. I know that this is where all my kind of descents, the history from the UK, although I think mine stretches back to the Norman conquest and France, and then back to Scandinavia way and that way. But a lot of the history, my history, is in England. And we're all quite, you Americans have a lot of history. All your history of your ancestry comes from England and that kind of thing, a bit like me, really. And I went to Oxford, and I was looking around Oxford, all those Oxford universities there. Some of those universities were built in medieval times. Yeah, going right back. And some of the churches there were built in 1066, 1266 or 1268. Some of the churches there, some of the first buildings. So you can imagine that was when people started to settle on English ground, settlements, and there was lots of, believe it or not, there was lots of Americans walking around Oxford. They were all interested in the history of, wanting to know the history and going around on these tours and things like that. And I just jumped on this bus that takes you around, and I love all of that kind of thing. And went on this bus around Oxford, and you could jump off and that kind of thing, like you can in London and that kind of thing. And there was lots of Americans there, and looking up and so interested in the history. And I was thinking then, I thought, gosh, a lot of these Americans, came from the Newfoundlands, Pilgrim Fathers that went over there and were the founders of America. And then there was all the people, from Ireland that emigrated during the potato famine and all of that, over to America, New York. There's that film, isn't there, Brooklyn? I love that film, Brooklyn. That's also about an Irish girl that went over to Brooklyn, and she met a guy that was had Italian descent. I love that. I love that film. That's I love anything like that. Anything to do with history, I love it. And yeah, I feel this. I don't feel she's got any descent in the UK. And I feel if she did, she would respect the UK and the English people. I don't see. Maybe she does. I don't know. Maybe Thomas has got descent to England. Maybe she does. Okay. Yeah, some there are from France too. Yeah, I agree. Actually, my ancestry comes from France, from Normandy. My maiden name is Barrett. Barrett is named after the beret in France. That's where that name comes from originally, and that goes way back to like the Norman conquest, the Normans, and Normandy. So you could say that came over from France in 1640. How amazing! I feel that America, started from all these migrants, didn't they? No, I don't feel she showed any love to Great Britain. In fact, she called us racist, didn't she? Or Harry did. Shanley, your name, Shanley, I think that's definitely Irish, isn't it? Or my Irish relatives came to America in 1710. Wow, amazing. Thomas's family's from England. Okay, well, she has got then English descent. Mystical Merkel, please don't judge Americans by Hollywood celebrities. Oh, I don't. I look at the history and look at that Brooklyn film. They got a family she came from Ireland during the Depression. She went to America during the Depression in the 1930s. And then, I always say 40, I can't remember. But and then his family was from Italy. So I don't judge America by Hollywood, not at all. No, not at all. No. Okay, guys. Well, I've kind of finished here. So we have. I'll kind of summarize this. We have them setting themselves up in America, and I predicted this way back, as you know, if you follow me. And I predicted a ranch in Malibu, which I feel that's, and now they well, Meghan wants to go back to America. I said that right after the wedding. I did that reading. What's her game plan? And I think she wants to go back to America, and that's what's transpiring. And then now doing damage control by getting this Sunshine Sachs here to rehabilitate their build up their reputation for the US, and because it's in the trash can basically in the UK. They can't do anything without being trashed, and that means just get out of here, doesn't it? Just get out of here. So I will do more readings on that. The one that I did was that he won't go to America and follow her straight away, but he will go and stay over in the United States. And Archie will go too, and they'll go as a family. But I said that she would go first and then Harry would follow. But it's better, I feel, the PR people are saying it's better if you come together instead of separately. So I'm going to say thank you for being here, guys, and hope you enjoyed this live show, which was very kind of ad hoc. I've also uploaded some videos on Patreon. I'm going to upload another video on there this evening, just having a little bit of a break. And also I've uploaded some videos on YouTube. So I've been very busy today. I'm not going to be on here tomorrow. I've got things to do. So sending you lot. Thank you so much, moderators, for keeping it clean, the live shows, because we just get these disgusting people on here who are obviously women haters. You know, we do. Don't you feel that we live in a really strange world? Don't we live in a really strange world? We really do. Thank you so much, guys. Love all of you. Okay, and I will get back to you in a couple of days. Look, if you've ordered or if you're planning on a personal reading, I think I've got a couple of you wanting. Please let me know when you want these personal readings, and but I won't be able to do it only tomorrow. But from tomorrow on, off after tomorrow, we can plan these personal readings. Okay. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and bye for now, guys. And I'll see you soon.